if I ask you, what is this? What would you say? Well, you will say it's a line, because line is a collection of points and you have a collection of points here. So this is a line according to you. Well, you may not be entirely wrong, but in the language of geometry, this is not a line. Then what is this? Well, this is a line segment. So you see, it starts from this fixed point A and ends at this fixed point B, and as a result we call it a line segment. But if this is a line segment, then what is a line? Well, a very special property of line is that it extends unendingly on both the ends. So in this case, as you can see, that there are arrows marked on both the ends. Well, these arrows signify that this line is extending unendingly on both the ends. Now, let's see here. You have this particular line and you move away. Well, it extends on both the sides. You move away and it extends on both the sides. You move away and it extends on both the sides, because a line is unending. It extends unendingly on both the sides. So however much you move away from them, you will see that the line is extending and extending and extending, and that's why we draw arrows on both the side of the line to show that the line extends unendingly on both the sides. Now, how do we name a line? It extends unendingly on both the sides, so it has no fixed ends. That's why a line is named on the basis of any 2 points which lie on the line. So in this case, we have point A and point B which lie on this particular line. So we name it line AB or line BA. But an important thing to notice is that I have this symbol above AB and BA. Why is it so? Well, because this symbol signifies a line. As you can see, there are 2 arrows on both the sides, because a line extends unendingly on both the sides. So whenever we name a line, we name it on the basis of any 2 points lying on the line. In this case, we have points A and B. So we can name it AB or BA. But you need to also write this particular symbol, which means that it is a line. So line AB or line BA. So from any direction you can take the points, but you have to mention this particular symbol to signify that it is a line. Now, in this case, as we have learned just now, that this is a line segment, because it starts from a fixed point and ends at a fixed point. And how do we name this? Well, even this can be named as AB or BA, but it is a line segment. So we use this particular symbol. So just a plain dash without the arrows, because it has a fixed starting point and a fixed ending point. As a result, we'll write A, B and the symbol, or B, A and the symbol for line segment. Now in the case of line, well, the only difference is this symbol. So again, for this line too, we write AB, but the symbol changes. So it's AB or BA. So in both the cases, we have AB and BA defined by these 2 points, but here it is a line segment because of this symbol, and here it is a line because of this particular symbol. Now let's see some common objects which give us line segments. So this tube light actually represents a line segment. What about this book? Well, even this book represents a line segment, and this scale, even this scale represents a line segment, because all of these have a fixed starting point and a fixed end point. That is, both the ends are fixed. But have you ever thought, what if one end is fixed and one extends unendingly? What will we call such a line? So I have this particular shape which has one fixed point and one point has an arrow, which means it extends unendingly. Now we know that when both the points are fixed, that is both the ends are fixed, then it is a line segment, and when both the ends extend, then it is a line. But in this case, one point is fixed, that is one end is fixed, and one extends unendingly. Well, we call such shapes as ray. So what we are talking about here is ray. So what is this? This is a ray. Now you must be wondering that this particular word ray you have heard before. What exactly is ray? Now, where have you heard this word ray? Well, most commonly we use this ray to refer to light coming from the sun. We call them sun rays, isn't it? So why do we call light coming from sun as sun rays? Let's understand. So you see, these are the sun rays. Now they start from a fixed point, that is from the sun, and then they move to every other planet including our planet Earth, and many of its rays actually move along unendingly. Now what is the common point between all these sun rays that are coming out from the sun? The common thing is that they are all coming from a fixed point, and then they just extend unendingly. Do you see? All these rays are moving to different places and to different lengths, and they extend unendingly. So that is the property of a ray. It starts from a fixed point and it extends unendingly. So even the light coming from the sun starts from a fixed point, that is from the sun, and then it extends unendingly. And that is why light coming from the sun is called sun ray. So what exactly is a ray? Well, ray is a part of line. So a part of line. So if you cut the line from here, so you get one fixed point and the other end is extending unendingly. So that is what is a ray. It is a part of line. So it has one fixed point. So it has been cut only at one point. So if you cut the line on one single point, then you get two rays. So this becomes a fixed point, and this portion gives you one ray, and this portion gives you another ray. So it has one origin or fixed point, and from that it extends unendingly. Now, how do you name a ray? Well, I have one point here, that is the fixed point as A, and the other extends unendingly. So we name it as B. So what will be the name? Well, the name will be AB. So it will be AB, and we have this particular arrow here. So because it is a ray, so it has one fixed point and the other is extending unendingly. So it is this particular point. So we have this as the name of the ray. So you use this symbol and then A, B, and we always use this particular point as the first letter in the name, because this is the fixed point, while the other end of this ray is extending unendingly. So this is a very important point, and it will always be AB and not the other way around. That is, it will never be BA. This is wrong. So today we learnt about 3 different shapes which look very similar. So first is line segment. Well, in this case, both the ends are fixed. So in the case of line segment, we have 2 fixed points, and line segment joins these 2 fixed points. Well, in the case of line, both the ends are unending. So we have both the ends which are unending, and it is usually named on the basis of any 2 points which lie on the line. And then we have ray. Now, ray is a very special type of shape. In this case, one end is fixed while the other is unending. So, one point is fixed and the other is unending. And so, it is always named according to the fixed point. So, it is always named AB like this. So, you can use any letters, but the way of writing will remain same. So, today we learned how to get a line segment from a line and a ray from a line.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge, or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English, and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You also get amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.